You do need money to fly jets. I'm not gonna lie,
sure.
but not every jet you flying is gonna be
Expensive.
$100,000, $50.
Yeah.
It don't always work that. So
Biggest misconception is, I would say, price.
uh-huh.
Right. So it's not necessarily always how much it costs.
I think the cheapest jet I ever got on, I think it was $3,000.
Mhm.
It was like $3,000. It was like Philly to New York or something
Mhm.
like that. I think that it's the opportunity to meet some new people that's on that level. When we flew private the last time, I think was it Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban
had his plane out there.
Had his plane out there. He flew his whole family just for dinner or something like that. Like, so we met them.
People who need that tax play.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of buying a G-Wagon or a vehicle that has a certain weight, they buy planes.
What's the usual rates for the jet cards? Like, what's the usual prices go for? Let's say 10 times a year. I just need 20 hours, something like that.
20 hours?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right here.
So if I sold the tickets, let's say, yo, you can come to Atlanta with me. We're gonna do this. It comes with this, and it's including your flight. So that's $24,000, but it only cost me $15,000. So I just made $9,000 off of.
I do the entire jet.
Right.
I don't do proceeds. I can't.
Right.
You, as your plane, you can do what you want after you get it. It's good to be able to be a connector piece.
Yeah.
Right. What happened to be in the room?
Yeah.
And you like, damn man, how did I get here? Just from being a good, genuine person.
Yo, bro, I seen some people that I went to some crazy events, and I'm looking like, how the hell you get in here?
Right.
And they cool, so they like, yo, such and such just told me to come.
People do business with people who they like.
Yeah, that's a fact. When you're around people that's making money, you realize they don't care about how much you really making. Once it's done, it's done. You like, I've seen too much.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Funded and Closed podcast. I'm your host, Derek Boone, and I created this podcast specifically for individuals that's trying to learn more, make more money, do more, and just get to the next level, but don't exactly know the steps or know what exactly to do to get there. So I bring on some amazing guests that I personally do business with, that I personally know, and I personally seen them, just grow into the individuals they are now. And I want to connect you guys and allow you guys in on the conversations that we have on a regular, so you guys can get some game, get some plays, and overall just make some more money and just change your overall life to wherever you want that to be. So today I'm excited. I'm always excited about my guests because these are real life friends of mine. These are real life people that I do business with. These are real life people that I'm inspired by. So without further ado, I want to introduce someone that's a very, very good friend. We do a lot of business together, and I'm gonna share, but without further ado, my guy Rob, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me, man.
No, likewise. So for those that don't know, my guy Rob is the jet plug. So, and we're gonna get deeper into this. It's more than just that, but so I've been flying jets thank God, I've been blessed to fly jets for some years now. I think the first jet I ever got on was in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 2019. It was my birthday of 2019, right? Okay. And I had used you guys' company, and because I did it with Neo, so I didn't even know, you know what? It's so funny, and this goes back to another thing. So we've been, so 2019, I flew my first jet. I flew from Philly to New York, and we went out to eat. It was my birthday. And it was a dope experience, which we want to teach you guys how you guys can, do the same stuff. But if you have never flew on a jet before, I advise just doing it once. If you can set it up, which we're going to talk about today, doing that because it's just an experience of like, oh, it's more out there. I truly believe that everybody should just go ahead and do something like a little out of their tax bracket. At least once.
Yeah, like, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, rent that car. Stay at that Airbnb. Get on that jet. Fly first class. Like, do something that's a little outside of your tax bracket at least once, because that's going to have you like, oh, this is crap night, bro. I stayed in I went to Miami and I stayed in this penthouse, and it was floor to ceiling glass windows. It was 2018, whatever year it was, right? And I was like, I need this. I came back to Philly, grinded what I needed to do, and then I moved, and I've been living like that since. So it's just but I would have never thought about it if I ain't never go and experienced it. Yeah, you see it, but when you like, yo, you wake up and you literally looking at the whole city, like from right here. These windows, so is that's been just that's how I believe. Just go out there and experience, and it makes you want to come back and grind. So, been doing the Jets year after year after year, and it's funny because we've been working together and didn't know we was working together for years. Right? So I'm booking Jets and doing different things, and I found out that we was working together when we had booked the jet from Atlanta to Miami, and I'm like, I'm gonna call my guy. Smitty, like, I'm gonna call my guy. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna call my guy. He like, no, I'm gonna call. I was like, no, I'm going with my guy.
Right.
We arguing back and forth who guy we gonna call, and then my guy ended up saying, no, you gonna connect with this guy, and the whole time we was all working together. Didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. So
didn't even know it, man.
But without further ado, my guy Rob, why don't you just explain who you are and pretty much what you do?
Yeah, man, I'm Rob, excuse me, aka the Charter King on Instagram. As my man Boone said, the jet plug. So, I facilitate aircraft for people, who trying to, experience certain things and, point A to point B. But yeah, I guess the jet plug.
Yeah. So, quick question, like how and y'all do in the company Vomos.
Vomos.
Y'all do. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah. Real quick, this is one of one. You know what I'm saying, to my man Dion Waiters. Philly cheese. Got the 3 on the sleeve.
Yeah, I like that. That joint smooth. I ain't even gonna lie. But so and y'all do just explain Vomos. Y'all do more than just jets. Like that's the things that that's like the known thing, but y'all do way more.
Yes, I mean, so it's ultra premium luxury, right? So you got Airbnb, you got Turo, you got VRBO, and all these different things. But Vomos is just the umbrella, one-stop shop, right? But 95% of our business is aviation.
Gotcha.
Right. So, if you do a jet, you need a Sprinter or Escalade to pick you up. So instead of having to go to, us for a jet and then call somebody else to get you, pick you up, and then somebody else for a yacht and somebody else for place to stay, we take care of you all in one place, so not swiping your card or paying this person like 5 times for 5 different things. So yeah, I mean, that's what we do over here, one-stop shop.
And the thing about me, like, it's my man just said we in this group message, like this morning we talking about like a trip for my homie birthday in April, and we was in a group message and they started bidding on me. They were like, yo, it got to be put together for Boone to go. And I'm like, yeah, it got to be clean. It got to be premium. Everything got to be on point. I need the itinerary. My stuff got to be clean. Right. And then they talking about some, all right, Derek Kardashian. I like my stuff. Like, I want to get off the plane. I want to land. The cars right there. The Sprinters right there. We go straight to the hotel. The room is already set. We walk in, check in, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. We might got some things already lined up. Go to that restaurant. Like, I like my stuff clean. I don't like all that. Trying to figure out, we in the airport trying to figure out where we gonna go and this. That. I like,
it's seamless, man, and that's what we do over here at Vomos. Make it seamless as possible, so you don't have to worry about nothing but going point A to point B, off the plane to the Sprinter, from the Sprinter to the, your, you know what I'm saying, your Airbnb, or if you got a villa or you got something like that, and then from there to your, restaurant or whatever. Like, we take care of everything.
I like that. When I the first time, every time I fly with you guys, but the first time it was an experience like none other. We flew off the jet, we got on the jet, then landed, then the Sprinter took us to the restaurant. Yeah. The Sprinter is on the runway. Right. Got off the runway. Yeah. This all fact. This is all some new stuff to me. Yeah. I'm like, oh wait, the Sprinter is on the runway? Yeah. We got off the runway, got on the Sprinter. Then got off, and the Sprinter took us to the restaurant. Yeah. Then the Sprinter waited for us to get out the restaurant, then got back on the restaurant and took us back. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. See, but you need to experience that stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I saw one of your, I don't know if it was a reel or something, but you were talking about like the pain thing. You know what I'm saying? People, it don't hurt enough for you know what I'm saying? Like, you burn your hand, like it. Yeah. But people don't really get it until you experience it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, a lot of people would say like that walk to the jet is different.
It's way different.
Like you gotta,
it's way different.
Say you gotta bop to your step.
It's way different.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how many times I fly, you
Mhm.
fly. It's like the same feeling all over again because you know how hard you work to experience what you about to experience. It doesn't matter if it's the first, fifth, sixth, 100th time you fly. It's the same feeling all over.
Yo, I know you're enjoying this episode. I know you're getting a lot of game and a lot of value, a lot of information. But is it okay for me to give you even more value? Is it okay for me to give you more information? So if you just said yes, what I want to do is I want to give you access to a free training that I'm having 100% free. You can log in. If you don't like it, you can log off. It's 100% free. In this training, I'm going to show you guys the 4 steps that I utilize to be able to buy properties, rent properties, make money on property. Like this building we're in right now is 100% mine. And we do that. And I have done that doing those 4 simple steps. So what I want you guys to do is go to fundedandclosed.com, just like the podcast, but fundedandclosed.com. You're going to be able to register for the free training. Like I said, 100% free. And it's going to give you those 4 steps that I utilize to build my real estate empire. And you can do this exactly where you at right now. So look, we're going to get back to the episode. But before we go ahead and finish, press pause, go to that website, go ahead and RSVP for the training. And I'm going to see you soon. Let's get to it. You do need money to fly jets. I'm not going to lie.
Sure.
But not every jet you flying is going to be
expensive.
$100,000, $50. It don't always work that. So I wonder, what's the biggest myths, biggest misconceptions that you have when it comes to this?
So the biggest misconception is, I would say, price. Right. So it's not necessarily always how much it costs. So, there's a thing called empty legs where they're significantly discounted. So an empty leg is where, if it, let's just say if it was leaving Philly to Atlanta,
right,
it's already going there. So instead of it having to cost $18,000,
right,
it may cost $8, may cost $9. But the thing with empty legs, they're structured. It's not any given. You can't pick the day, you can't pick the time. Let's just say it's leaving Philly February 6th at 2 p.m.
Right.
That's it. But instead of 18,000, 1650, depending on the jet size,
right,
it's significantly discounted. So you can get a nice plane, for significantly discounted price, 8, 10, 7, 5, sometimes cheaper. I've done some before for like 900.
Dang.
Yeah. I done did
I
some
ain't get
for
them deals.
Yeah.
I ain't get them deals.
Yeah. For like 900, but they like few and far between.
Right.
Like super far. Super far in between. They usually in like southern, like South Florida region.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you post those deals on your page every day.
Every
I'm
day.
not gonna lie. When I be on your page, I be like, dang, I feel like going somewhere today just because, and I gotta snap myself out of it. I think the cheapest jet I ever got on, it was $3,000. It was like $3,000. It was like Philly to New York or something like that. But it's like a 9-seater.
Yeah.
So break down the plane for them. Cause I know how I go, cause we did it a couple times, but because I don't want people to think that,
right.
Like I want everybody, so I want to make this clear. Everybody deserves to live a luxury lifestyle, even if it's not something that you could do on a day-to-day.
For sure.
You deserve a birthday, a holiday,
anniversary.
You deserve to live that at least once, so you can just get that feeling. Like, don't think that just because you're not Jay-Z that you can't, go to that 5-star restaurant or go. That's why they have things like restaurant week. Don't think that, even first class, sometimes they have deals on first class. Like, you just got to know how to maneuver in your budget, but you still can live those lifestyles. And that's the biggest thing that I see that you help people do by showing like the deals and things that you have.
Yeah. So, what I do is I try to help people understand it's not necessarily always that high budget.
Yeah.
Right. So there's different size planes, right? So you got a light jet, which is like comfortable for maybe, I say, no more than 4 to 5, right? Simply because the inside cabin is super tight. Then you got a mid-size jet, 6 to 8, right? That's like a Hawker 800 or something like that.
Okay.
And then you got a super mid, 9-seater, which is like a Challenger 300.
Right.
But the bigger the inside cabin, you can stand up, but then you get into like the G4s, the G5s, the Falcon 900s, the ones that's got the couches, and,
That's
stand
like.
up. Yeah. So you can get all of these aircraft, you can still get on a discount, right? So I don't want people to see, oh my God, 20,000 for, you know what I'm saying, a 12, 14, 16 seater.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it, 12, 14, 16 divided by the seats that's in there, you just get your, you know what I mean, your people together, say, yo, you know, we got this plane that's going from, you know, Philly to Atlanta or Atlanta to Miami. It take, you know, 14 people, and you just cut that price and divide it. You know, it's like, you know, flying first class. You know what I'm
when
saying?
you break it down, it is.
Yeah, it's about the same if you fly first class. But the biggest thing I think about flying private is the convenience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No questions.
Yeah, like everything is vetted for you, right? So, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you fly with me, all I'm like, yo, boom, who flying with you?
Yeah.
Cool. And I send it right over to TSA. They vet you before you even get there. No airport security because I'm doing all that for you. And you know what I'm saying?
That's why y'all asking for the names. I'm not gonna lie. I thought y'all was asking for the name just so y'all got like roll call.
Nah.
I never peeped
because
I never flew with nobody that had no crazy stuff on a name. So I never you never texted back and said, "Oh, such and such can't get on."
Yeah.
You said like, "Who getting on?" I send you the list of people. And
it's because
I never hear nothing back from you. It's
because I'm making sure you have no problems when you get there.
Okay.
Right. So if you got 8, 9 people, whoever flying with you, even if it's 2, 3, 4, 5,
right,
I'm sending it over. I'm vetting, you know, TSA, doing the background checks. Everything that you would have to do when you go through commercial, I'm minimizing it to the lowest hassle point.
Yeah.
So that's why you just come and get on the plane.
Yeah.
And, you know, they always, once you get in there, the pilot, you know, goes through the safety checks and asks for IDs to make sure everybody's on the manifest. But yeah, that's why you can come through and, you know.
I thought you just was asking for roll. I never thought about that.
Yeah, super easy.
So like for people that didn't even really catch what he was saying, like you take whatever the price of the jet costs and you divide it by how many seats. So like it's been times where a jet was 8,000 and it had 8 seats on there. Everybody put up $1,000. I had a time, this was random, like you said, one and few. A time where the jet was like 3,000, but it was 8 seats. We divided up, it was a couple $100 a person.
Yeah.
And this is some. So this is for live men, not for fresh. This is for people that really got it. I'm not saying blow your whole bag on this, but if you got like, let's say your girl's your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, and you trying to, instead of spending $3,000 on
a bag,
$3,000, $4,000 on that bag that her girlfriend probably got, everybody already got. We was talking about this. Take her on that trip from Philly to New York or Philly to Atlanta or whatever, DC.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just
that whole.
I facilitate a nice trip for you, and I'll be. A lot of people like, man, I ain't got it, and I'm like, how much them jeans cost? How much them sneakers cost? How much that shirt cost? And you got a $6,000 outfit on, and your girl got a $5,000. So you got a $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 outfits, bags between you and, you know what I mean, your girl. And you could have took a nice jet for half that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I always, you know, but that's me. You know
that go a whole. First off, that message
crazy.
hit the group. First off, them pictures hit the group message. It's gonna go a whole lot further. It's going a whole lot further.
Yeah, because you know you got you know your girl or whoever she is, you know your wife. She got a Chanel bag. She got a Givenchy bag. She got but her home girl, like she'll go to the club or go. Somebody else got that exact same bag. But if you take her in that bag and put her on a jet and them Jones go crazy on the gram, that group chat, that you definitely setting precedents right there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's a different lifestyle, but you gotta want to be different. You gotta, you know, want to move differently. I had a client who beat cancer and she was like, I've been fighting for my life. I'm doing this. She booked the jet and she was like, you know what I mean? I could die tomorrow. And you know what I mean? It's something I always wanted to do. I had a client over the weekend who moved, never flew private, but she was like, I'm flying me and my dog and my husband to our new house. Yeah.
The dog?
The dog. the dog, bro. the dog. Yeah. She sent me pictures of You know, her husband, and a dog. It
Dang.
was crazy.
But another thing too, I think about it with, I think that it's the opportunity to meet some new people that's on that level.
Oh yeah.
When we flew private the last
Oh
time, I
yeah.
think was it Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban
Had his plane out there.
had his plane out there. He
Yeah,
flew his
yeah.
whole family
Mhm.
just for dinner or something like that. Like,
Mhm.
so we met them.
Mhm.
A couple times I met the pilots. I met this one pilot and he told me where to buy the jets from. And he said this is the company that can manage the jets. And he said
Yeah.
he gave me his number. He said, look, listen, I do other rides too. Like he had side jobs.
Mhm.
I met him on just, me just talking to him.
Yeah.
And he showed me, he told me, he said, look, listen, these are the jets you should get. You don't got about a $20 million jet. Like this is $1 million one, but you're gonna have to put 20%. He was running the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, man, I can get one for 200 grand. He said, yeah. He said, granted, it ain't gonna be no,
Yeah. Yeah. I
but
mean,
he
that's
said
called
chartering.
chartering.
Yeah.
So that's a different play,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you got chartering, then you got people who need that tax play,
Yeah.
right? So instead of buying a G wagon or a vehicle that has certain weight,
Mm-hmm.
they buy planes. But the discrepancy with that is that once you buy that plane, immediate cost. You got maintenance, you got
Yeah.
crew, you got
As a market said.
yeah. There's a bunch of fees, and plus if you charter it and you're not chartering it enough, you're not making any revenue,
Okay.
right? So um, I would say like if you have a tax, like you have to make some money or pay the IRS for, let's just say, $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Don't buy a jet. If you don't fly more than 200 hours a year, I personally educate people say don't even do it.
200 hours per year. So if I go to Miami from Philly, that's let's just say 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
I just round up, say 3 hours. Yeah, that's a lot of flights.
Yeah.
That's a lot of flights.
Right. So
how many is that?
yeah,
That's a lot of flights.
yeah, that's a lot of flights. So if you're not flying more than 200 hours a year, I wouldn't.
That's 66 flights from Philly to Miami.
Yeah.
I don't go that much.
You know what I'm saying? So, but if you like, oh man, I need a tax, I would say get a jet card.
What's a jet card?
So a jet card is essentially prepaid hours, right? Oh, I didn't even bring mine. It's a prepaid jet card where you pay, let's just say 150,000, 200,000 or something like that. And you get locked in rates. It's 100, all flights are 100% tax deductible, right? So let's just say you buy something for like 250 grand. That's made, 25 hours. But if you don't fly it that often, there's really no point to buy a jet.
Right.
So
you can't milk 25 hours, you for sure can't milk 2.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it would just be like, let's just say if you bought a jet card and you got 25, 26, 30, 50 hours. I don't know. I got, some people buy 100 hours, right? And let's just say you call me like, yo, I'm trying to go to Atlanta. All right, cool. And I send you here, this is what's available for your flight. Cool. And I just deduct 2.5 hours off
just
your
a prepaid
jet
card.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's tax deductible though, versus you trying to buy a big plane.
And I don't got to worry about the maintenance. I don't ever keeping up with it. And
yes.
I still got the whole look because I can just get on anytime.
Yeah, you don't even have the hassle to worry about maintenance. If your plane goes down, let's just say you bought a plane, right. $2 million, and you want to go to Atlanta, and your plane is in maintenance.
I can't. I still gotta go somewhere else to get. So I bought that jet. It's in maintenance, and I still gotta pay another 20 grand or 15 grand to go.
Because
no sense.
Your plane is in maintenance. It's not like you can be like, take it out of maintenance. No, right. It's in maintenance. It has the inspections at 42, 48, 72, like all these month inspections that are mandatory with the FAA.
Right.
So you got to do it. So it's easier to have a jet card and just, hit me, I need to go here, point A to point B. This is my route, whatever. And I'm like, cool. You don't even have the headache to even worry about that.
That makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah.
So, what's the usual rates for the jet cards? Like, what's the usual prices go for?
I mean, you got
Like, if I'm somebody that's fly, let's say 10 times a year, I just need 20 hours, something like that.
20 hours.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right here.
Say 25, a 25-hour card.
It depends on what size. So what size you want?
Let's say a mid.
So 25.
I like the heavy jets.
Yeah. So I mean, let's just say you got 25 hours. That's 195,000 for 25 hours.
Right.
If you break it down, that's 8 flights, give or take, to Miami. That's 2 flights. It's like 12 flights to Atlanta. On it, you know what I'm saying?
But I can sell that card. I can sell that out too. So it's like buying season passes.
Facts.
I can sell out some of my time.
Yeah. So let's just say, because your jet card is a locked-in rate, let's just say your rate is 7,500. This is just for numbers. 7,500 per flight hour. And your homie like, yo, Boone, you can, like, yo, my man need to use my card, and you sell.
I take the money and then.
Yeah.
All right, so I got another question, right? I'm curious. So what if I'm planning this trip to, let's say I don't got a jet card, right? In general, I'm planning this trip from Philly to Atlanta to go to, I'm planning this trip to Philly to Atlanta to go to this conference, right? This mastermind. All right, let's say I'm putting together this whole mastermind, Philly to Atlanta, and we're gonna meet, greet, we're gonna have a whole class, whole session, a whole production. And you tell me that the jet from Philly to Atlanta is 15,000. That's about right, 20,000, 20,000.
Yeah, depending on the.
Right. That's the price that you're going to send me the invoice for. But I can sell out the spots for whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because it's yours.
So if I get, let's say, what's 15,000? How many seats is that? 10 seats? 8-seater?
8.
8-seater. So 15,000
like
divided by 8.
1750.
Yeah, like 1875. Yeah. So if I sold the tickets, let's say, yo, you can come to Atlanta with me. We're gonna do this. It comes with this, and it's including your flight. 3,000 a person times 8. So that's 24,000, but it only cost me 15,000. So I just made $9,000 off of.
Yeah, that's what masterminds and people like that. I mean,
that ain't bad.
I mean, it's like
people probably killing them on Super Bowl.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. You know what I'm saying? But technically, you can't sell the seats as a company. You could
sell an experience.
Sell experience, but as a company, I can't be like, yo, I got this going from point A to point B, this many. You can do it because it's yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta sell out the whole jet.
Yeah,
I sell out the seats.
Yeah, that's my thing. I do the entire jet.
Right.
I don't do per seats. I can't get into that.
Right.
But you, as your plane, you can do what you want after you get it. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what to do with it from my aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me ask you another question. Let's say I'm somebody watching this, right? And I know my homie flies private all the time, or he gets into that from time to time. But he uses like whomever. And let's say, for example, he flies from Philly to Atlanta all the time. And I'm like, look, listen, I want to work with you. Like, how could, like, on a basic, I know it's details, so like, how could somebody connect with you where they might be able to make some points off of it or whatever? Or maybe even share some of the stuff that you have. Is that possible?
As far as like share what?
Like if somebody said, hey, look, listen, I want to see if I can make 500 or 1,000 off of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's called affiliate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's nothing but an affiliate.
Okay. So how would that work?
So, we have a, affiliate program over here at BOMOS where people are intrigued by private aviation in the space that we're in. They may know someone that I don't. You know what I'm saying? But they're in a space where they may know someone that flies private, but they don't have the access that I have.
Right.
So as an affiliate, you get paid for referrals. So that's how you would, make your money, a couple dollars for referral. So, I mean, that's just, if someone has someone that flies or needs a yacht or something like that, it's just paying for a referral. That's an affiliate program.
Okay.
So yeah, we have that over here at Vomos too.
Oh, that's love. So you guys watching this and somebody that's gets into that, they fly, get on yachts, they fly private, they just do all that luxury stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can connect with my guy Rob at Vomos, and he can put the whole thing together, and then you get a affiliate referral fee on top of it.
Referral fee,
Yeah, that's love. If somebody asked me this before, they was like, yo, if I was back down on my ass and I just had nothing, like, what would I do? Well, the first thing I would do is get my credit in order. That was the first thing I would do. Try to work on getting my credit situated, because that could open up some doors. But the second thing I would go ahead and do, well, while that's getting situated behind the scenes, the second thing I would do, I would find people that's already in that space. They and sell some of the high ticket stuff they selling, or connect them. Basically, just middleman. Like, yo, listen, bro, you fly jets. Look, bro, I got my guy. He about to book the jet to Super Bowl. Like, how can I refer? Like, that's what I would be doing. Whoever's already in that space making a whole bunch of money or doing a whole bunch of expensive stuff, I would just try to see how I can get some points until my bag gets up, and then I can invest it into what I really want to do. It's not rocket science how you guys can make extra money. You just got to get around or connect, or just figure out where are people that don't mind spending. The thing is, people always want to connect with, when people don't have a lot of money, they just want to connect with other people that don't have a lot of money. It ain't really too much motion that can happen. And even if you selling something, you making $2, $3, it's nothing really. You selling waters, like, it's nothing really.
Right.
But me personally, okay, they over there, they spending $5,000, they spending $10,000, they spending $20,000. Like, for example, this is what I would go and do. All the people that, if I'm following people on Instagram that inspire me, I would just be sharing it. Yo, listen, my guy Rob, I see you out on the jets. Look, you might not know me. I just want to connect you. And you can set it up in a way like you really trying to help. Like,
relationships is definitely worth more than capital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to be an asset in a space. Like, you may say, yo, I know you need this. Let me connect you with somebody that
my guy.
Like, everybody likes to have a guy.
Everybody likes having a guy.
Everybody likes to have a guy. So if you are the person, like, you may be an amazing asset to a millionaire, a billionaire, and you not even on that playing field, but your connectivity is worth just as much, because that millionaire, that billionaire may not even know this person over here that is needing said service. You know what I'm saying? So even if you don't have the means, just connect yourself with someone, because you're an asset to that person, whether, you know what I'm saying, you have the financial backing from yourself or not.
People don't even realize how closer they can get to the fire by just connecting. Like, I've literally seen people get on jets for free because they connected the fees. I'm talking about, like, I pay, and then let's say the person that orchestrated the whole thing, and then let's say for example, you orchestrated the whole jet, and I just connected you to 8 other people and helped you sell 8 seats. Yeah. And you like, look, we got a 9 seat. Just come on.
Yeah, I did that before.
I seen so many people get on jets for free just off the strength of. Yeah, I know 3 people that might want to get on. You just like, oh, you can hop on. Go. Good luck for helping fill these seats. Yeah, you just get on.
Yeah.
Or I've seen people connect. I've seen people connect people on not even just jets, but other rooms. And they like, yo, listen, I know this. Let's say for example, you need content for something, right? You having this big mastermind or something. You need content, and then you post up like looking for a videographer or something. And I DM you and I'm like, yo, listen, I got this crazy videographer. Here's his phone number, here's his information. Just tell him my name. And you might say, yo, good luck. You know what? If you free, just come to the mastermind with me.
Exactly.
People sleep on that. Just become a resource. Me, I'm big on that. I will connect the crap out of people. Like, yo, this person. Yeah. Yo, listen, I don't want no points off it, no nothing. Yeah. But it end up coming back, trifold when everything, pans out. They're like, oh yeah, here goes something, or here go connection, or you can just come to this, or things like that. Like, people sleep on that. Get around where the money is being spent, and figure out how you can just play a little role somewhere.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to be able to be a connector piece.
Yeah.
Right? Because you will happen to be in a room.
Yeah.
and you like, damn man, how did I get here? Just
Mhm.
from being a good, genuine
Yeah.
person. Like, don't question yourself. Like, oh man, I'm in this room with this celebrity, or that
Mhm.
celebrity, or this person, this Instagram influencer. Like, damn, I'm just a.
Yeah.
Don't minimize
Mhm.
yourself to being just a whatever.
Mhm.
But you had some asset. That's the reason why you there. Someone saw value in you to put you there.
You wanna know something funny? I seen people that had, I don't want to say from the outside looking at no business being there, but they were being themselves, and they got invited to more after parties or more follow up events
Mhm.
versus the person that was trying to fake.
Yeah.
Like let's say for example, let's say for example, I get invited to this billionaires event, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not a billionaire yet. So I'm in there just being myself. Like, look, listen, I'll do this, this, and this. This is what we doing, but I'm trying to get
Right.
more. I'm just being myself. I'm just being
Right.
honest.
Right.
They will mess around and be like, yo, you cool. Yo, we having a
Yeah.
follow-up event, or we having an after party, or we having this.
Right.
Versus the person that's in there trying to fake.
Yeah.
People can read that. Yo,
Listen.
bro, I seen some people that I went to some crazy events, and I'm looking like, how the hell you get in here?
Right.
And they cool, so they like, yo, such and such just told me to come. I'm like, how
Yeah.
the hell?
Listen, man,
Where the
my
hell you come from?
mentor, my mentor said, people do business with people who they like.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Who they like.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself. It don't matter if you are this person in your space. Someone could be doing 10 times 100. Like, damn, why such and such mess with him or her? Because they like that person. It has nothing to do with anything outside of that. They like that person. That's why you always just be yourself, man.
When you're around people that's making money, you realize they don't care about how much you're really making. Like we might be intrigued. Oh, you just did X, yo, that's dope. You know, maybe toss me a little play, but we don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You tell me you just made X, and I'm like, oh, you know, what play is that? Like we share some game, but I don't really care about your actual pockets.
Nah.
I just like the play you ran. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So a lot of people look at that the difference, the opposite. They think that, yo, I don't have enough money in my bank account. People gonna care about that, so I'm not even gonna come. I've seen people not go to events or go to certain opportunities because they like, man, I know I don't got as much money as such and such, so I'm not even gonna go.
It don't even matter.
It don't even matter.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Man, I done been in places where it be millionaires, billionaires, then it be somebody else over there like, what you doing here?
Yeah.
But you don't even know the connectivity of why that person there. You know what I'm saying? They could be, you know, somebody's childhood friend.
That's how it be.
You know what I'm saying? And you question his or her role of why they in this room. Like, man, I've known this such and such since I was 3 years old, or third grade. Used to live across the street or whatever. You just built a relationship, and I like that. Like, I don't know the total thing, but like LeBron, how he brought all his people from Rich Paul to Maverick Carter to all of these different people, and now they scaled up something crazy. And I think, like, I don't want to quote it wrong, but I think LeBron brought someone. He was like, I don't know what I want you to do, but I want you to be here.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but he saw value, friendship, and you know that's just how you should, you know, work.
One of my best friends, he a truck driver. He works a job, he works for a company. He wants to get his own trucks and stuff going. But you know, when he gets at his own time, you know, like at one point I tried to like press, you got to do this now. I'm like, yo, I got the connections when you ready. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I put him on his first jet. I said, yo, just come. Don't worry about nothing, just come. And we went down, was it Invest Fest? It was a reason why we went down to Atlanta, but I think it was Invest Fest one year. And I put them in connection, you know, with Alex. They had their own conversations on the side. Yeah. They started inspired them so much. But the highlight, to go back to what we were saying, he was being himself. He ain't go there and be like, yo, Elias say I got 20 trucks. Right. He was being himself. Like, him and Alex had his own conversation over there. Then he ended up talking to such and such over here. We was vibing out the whole weekend. He went there. And then, you know, it's funny. People start asking, yo, what's up with your man? He coming back tomorrow. he just was being himself.
Right.
He just was being himself, busting up with everybody on the jet.
Right.
But that goes to what we was talking about. Like, just be yourself. Like, if you're there, you're supposed to be there.
Right.
Don't think no deeper, don't think no less. If you there, you're supposed to be there. But one other thing, I mentioned it earlier, but we kind of breezed over it too. And this is for people that's watching. Like, take the time to, if you can, I don't say if you can afford, because we can all afford anything. It's just how you maneuver your money. Yeah. Like, take the time to go ahead and stay at that luxury hotel or get on that jet or fly first class or rent that car. Like, do something, because I have, believe it or not, I have met more people that can help me from those types of things. Like, for example, it's a car wash, you know, the car wash in Philly on Spring Garden. Mm-hmm. The car wash is not no $5 car wash. It's not crazy high, but it ain't $5. Yeah. I met one of my mentors there by starting. That's why I met so many people just going to that car wash. Yeah. Yo, like I'm talking about so many people. The list goes on. But this one specific individual, I pull up there and I'm in the car wash. I got a GT63. And he was like, man, I like your car. I looked to the right. Like, he had the Ferrari lined up. Wait, if you're someone that's getting fired up from this episode and just finally feeling like you're in a conversation that you always wanted to be a part of. A lot of us are in environments and our households and in relationships where you can't express that you want to be a millionaire, you want to make more money, you want to start businesses, because the person that you're around doesn't really understand what you're on. So what I advise for you guys to do is join a community where you can actually express yourself and learn and actually get poured back into. And that community is called the Funded and Closed Academy. This is an academy that I put together where you're going to be around other like-minded individuals, and you're going to be on live coaching calls with individuals like our guests, where we're going to show you guys how to get into real estate wholesaling, how to flip properties, how to rent properties, how to get into Airbnbs, how to get into VRBOs, how to start different businesses, how to get your credit up over 700, how to get access to $50,000 to $100,000 in funding, how to so much things. And what you're going to do is you're going to be able to get access to all of this for only $97 per month. But what I'm going to do, instead of $97, if you join in right now, you're going to get access to everything for only $47 a month. Not to mention, we're going to give you access to an extra bonus, a 24-hour credit repair hack, which can get inquiries and derogatory marks offered within 24 hours. So text the number below or click the link in the description so you can join in there. Hopefully I'll see you in the coaching call. Making sure I got myself situated, I can go to them type of places. I met a couple people in the jet lounge, waiting for the jet to get there, in the aviation lounge.
That's a whole different
That's
place.
A whole nother conversation. I met some people staying at I met Rich Paul. I met Rich Paul at the Four Seasons. Me and him had a side conversation. Like, I ain't gonna say a lot, I got to be a number and all that, but me and him had a whole conversation at Four Seasons. Bro, the list goes. I met so many people, just put myself
in that space.
And it don't mean that you gotta stay there. I gotta stay the Four Seasons 4 nights in a row. It don't mean I gotta go get my car washed 3 times a week. It don't mean I gotta go fly private every time. But
divine timing, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I mean, there's places I done seen, this athlete, this celebrity, this person, and when you do it, you become friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're like, you here and I'm here, that means,
like, the thing with flying private, you can't be there if you're not supposed to be there.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're in Atlantic or Signature, you either coming or going. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not commercial, it's not just somebody kicking their feet up waiting. Mm-hmm. Nah, you can't even be there without a specific tail number. You either coming or you going.
So and we know that, like, he must be somebody, something going on.
He or she must be someone of some space.
Yeah.
Doing something for them to be here utilizing this service.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in, in the FBO kicking in, Charles Barkley come in. Oh, you know what I'm saying? When you meet people, you see them over a period of time. Mm-hmm. Now it becomes a friendship. Like, what you doing here? Where are you going this time? So that's just, how it be. Like, that time Mark Cuban's whole folks was down there.
That was crazy.
That was crazy, right?
That was crazy. Yo, bro, this dude, Mark Cuban, flew his whole family.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, I don't even think it was nothing like crazy. It was like for dinner. I don't know what the whole family was on the plane.
Yeah, crazy.
Uh-huh.
The owner of
That's what it was. It was that day.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mark Cuban. It was the owner of the Steelers. I don't know why we saying Mark Cuban.
No, because Mark Cuban's jet was there.
Oh, it was there. It was there.
Yeah.
The,
Mhm.
parked over there.
Yeah.
The owner of the Steelers,
Mhm.
him and his whole family had just got back from the trip. I don't know.
Yeah, it's man, I'm telling you, it's so crazy.
That was that. I think that day was. I realized like it's another level. I'm gonna just fly my family on my jet, and y'all just go wherever y'all want to go. The whole family. It was like 20 of them.
Yeah.
Whole family, and it wasn't them baby jets. It was the jet.
Yeah.
That's I'm like, all right, it's another level to this. It's a whole nother level.
It's definitely a whole different experience to be able to even do that for your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but you gotta get around another thing too, because we got a black truck, and I use it 90% of the time. My guy drive me around, but I let sometimes we do like private rides when I don't need it. Like Sundays I be in the crib, so little stuff like that. And this guy paid $1,000 for the day. He paid $1,000 for the day to send his wife and 2 kids to go shopping into the museum.
Yeah, people pay for what
like they went to King of Prussia, they went to Sullivan's.
Yeah,
they went to King of Prussia, went to Sullivan's, and they went to like the Please Touch Museum or something like that. He said, "Yo, I got stuff to do. Like, yo, just go shop and go." And I'm like, "Dang." Like, and this was normal. This is just he's like, "Yo, this is like, yo, and yo, if you free tomorrow, yo, come pick him up. Just take him somewhere."
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like between them 2 times, I don't like because $1,000 is not a lot of money. I think it was just more so the way he positioned it. It was normal. It was like, yo, just take him somewhere. The freedom of it. That's what it was that got me.
Like the freedom of it.
Yeah, that's what it was. And between that and then the jet, like, yo, just fly them somewhere and they go away. Like, take the families, go. Yeah. Like, just the way it's just so like, yo, we ain't posting. It's just, yo, just take them somewhere. Yeah. That's when I'm like, all right, we got work to do. Yeah. We got super duper work to do.
I mean, but again, I want to take it back. It doesn't cost a lot to do it.
It don't.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't.
It doesn't cost, like you think fly private, Sprinter, private black truck or whatever. It doesn't cost.
That stuff don't cost as much as you think.
It don't.
It don't.
Like, it doesn't cost that much.
It don't.
It's the reason why it doesn't cost that much is because you have to have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, like going back to, you met your mentor saying that, you know what I mean?
At a $50 car wash.
Right. So my mentor know I'm like the most low-key person. He like, nah, you gotta go. Instead of buying a G60, something crazy, I got a 1985 Chevy Camaro.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, 1985 Chevy Camaro IROC Z28. Redid the whole joint. Pulled up to him at the gym. He goes crazy. I'm like, next to your 2025 autobiography range, but you like my car.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? So that's, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you have or what watch you got, what chain, what car, with this, that. People like what they like.
Yeah.
And you can build a relationship based off of the most simplest things. Like, my car is 1985, 40 years older than the one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One that you driving, but you like my car.
Yeah. He a car guy.
Oh, you like cars?
He's a super car guy. He's a super car guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a 1976 Chevy Caprice.
I know, that's nice.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'll show you, but
my dream car, I want a '67 Shelby Mustang. That's what I really want. Yeah, I want that. I want a '67 Shelby Mustang.
Yeah, so I had that 76 Caprice and an 85 Camaro. I want a S10 and then a El Camino.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm super classic with my stuff. But
before I go, I don't even know, I told you, I want a '67 Shelby Mustang. I want a 05 Ford GT. I want a Lambo SVJ. And I'm cool after that. I'm cool off of that.
Yeah,
the SVJ, the '67, the 05 Ford, and like what's the Bugatti? What's the new one?
Ventador?
No. The Bugatti, not the Chiron. The V is the French. Yeah, that's the newest. Shit look like the Batmobile. But I got them before. I'm cool.
You're talking about the Tourbillon?
It's something.
Oh,
crap
that
like
joint
10
is
million.
crazy.
Yeah,
That
shit
joint
is
is-
crazy.
yeah,
They
that
be
joint
parked
is-
out France.
Yeah,
that
that-
shit is crazy. But
yeah.
I get that. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
yeah. I mean,
SVJ 054 GT 67 Shelby and a Bugatti and like a decked out Sprinter or something like that. I'm cool.
yeah, like a jet joint.
Yeah. I'm cool.
I mean, I'm a big Chevy guy,
Uh-huh.
but the one I want a Mustang, like an '87 Fox body from like Minister Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
That'd
one
be
of,
crazy.
Yeah, I want one of those.
That'd be super crazy.
Yeah, but that's on the Ford side. I like Chevy.
Yeah, that'd be super crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
But before we close, I enjoyed this. Before we close up, bro, can you just share your Instagram, how people can tap in with you, how people can tap in with the Jets, how people can tap in with just overall premium. I'm big on premium. I want everything to be premium. I just want to be clean. I want the pickup right. I want the drop off right. I want the seamless. How can people get their whole entire one tapping with you, but also tapping with just premium service all across the board?
Yeah, so you can tap in with me at Charter King on Instagram _CHARTERKING _. That's my page where you can, see the works of the whole thing at Vomos at VOMOS. That's the Instagram or www.vomos.com. That's the website. So, we'll take care of you all across the board. Sprinter, ground transportation, helicopter, yacht, accommodations, jets, private chef, like whatever. I mean, we'll take care of you from there. But yeah, now we got helicopters too.
I like that. I ain't do that one yet. I like that. Yeah. So yeah, and like I said, for y'all, just follow his page. He drops, I call it empty leggers. What do you call them?
Yeah, empty leg daily, empty leg deals. Daily. They're not necessarily, in a certain space. It's not like just Philly, Atlanta, Miami.
All across the country.
Yeah,
all across the country.
Tap in with me, hit my, DM or whatever and just send me, where you at. You know what I'm saying? And I'll start posting more empty legs from, I like, wherever you're in Houston, whether you're in Memphis, whether you're in, Alabama, whether it doesn't matter. Yeah. I'll post them for you. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll put you on an empty leg list and it goes straight to your email.
That's love. That's love.
Because at the end of the day, everybody deserves at least once. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I mean, like I said, I got them from as cheap as $900.
You get on a jet for $900. Take that. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me questions. You already buying the Balenciagas for more than $900.
Right. Yeah.
If you can get on the jet for $900, I'm telling you, I promise you, your mind is going to be way more exposed. Yeah. And the thing about a mind, once it's stretched, it can't go back to the original shape. Yeah. Once it's done, it's done. I've seen too much.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
what messed me up was not only flying the jets, but when I stopped one day and I actually talked to the pilot, and the pilot was bringing down way more game to me. He was like, "Oh yeah," he said, "Look, listen, this is how you do it." He said, "Buy this kind of jet because they charter out more."
Yeah.
He said, "Look 100%. At it like," he said, "Look at it like Airbnbs. The one bedrooms go more than three."
Yeah, for sure. So
he was breaking in the whole thing.
Yeah. So if you think about it, it's just a limo service or a car transport. Like would you rather have 4 people in a 15-seater Sprinter? Like, would you rather own a 15-seater Sprinter and a lot of people that come to you to use it is like 4 to 6 people?
No, I'm gonna give me a black truck.
So why don't you So why don't you get a plane that is chartered out more?
Yeah. Super
mids and mids are the ones that get chartered out the most.
That's some game.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's right in the middle. It's enough 6 to 10, 6 to 9, anything between there. I have one client, he don't fly nothing but heavy jets. Him, his wife, and his travel couple friends. So they be on a G4 with 4 people.
Everybody not doing that. Everybody not doing that.
But
everybody not doing
people
that.
pay for what they want. They want what they want.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have a plane that charters out more than others, so that's your revenue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you have a black truck, you know your black truck is going to be on rotation more than a 15 passenger Sprinter, not people coming, you know, I need a Sprinter. How many people you got? 3. Like,
You're not asking for that.
Yeah.
You're not asking for that.
So you want to have something. If you choose to buy a plane, you want to make sure you do your research, educate yourself on what is being chartered the most to make sure you're getting the revenue. You're not necessarily, taking a loss.
Yeah.
Like you want to be in the black as much as the red as possible if you decide to go into plane acquisition.
Yo, sidebar, why? And then we close it up. If anybody thinking about, just getting a new car and they're like, yo, I want to get something that's not like no Camry, like you think about buying something a little higher end, I would strongly advise getting a black truck. And the reason why I say that, because your black truck note may be between $1,000 and $1,500, depending on what year, depending on, how many miles and things. It might even be cheaper than that, who knows? Depending on interest rates and stuff like that. But even if you're driving it, it don't look bad. Like, black truck is one of them things where it don't look, even though it's not a Lambo, it don't look bad pulling up. Whether you in the back or you driving, that's first and foremost. The second, you can Uber in that. You can go ahead and rent it out. You can go ahead and do chauffeur. Like, you can make money off of it.
Somebody always needs a ride somewhere.
Yeah, I found that out. Getting it. I've realized that a lot more people are just looking for, like, even just going to a game or just going somewhere like. So now if I tell somebody like, yo, I'm thinking about buying something expensive, a new Benz, like, yo, you might want to look into this too. Yeah. Like, cause you're not going outside every day of the week.
Yeah.
It can be used on the days. And then like I said, the one guy paid $1,000. That's a month right there. So
right. Off of one person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you get into the space where you want to acquire something, like you said, get a black truck. And if you want to get a plane, make sure you're educating yourself enough to know the logistics, to make sure it's not a financial strain on you. You're not taking losses because you're like, oh, I want to buy a plane.
Yeah.
$2 million. Now you got to pay $200,000 a month.
Yeah, nah.
Maintenance, crew, all of this other type of stuff. And it's not even making, you know what I'm saying? It's not making enough because you're not chartering it out enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would just say, if you do want to buy a plane, just make sure you're, educating yourself. And, a lot of people just want to sell you a plane just to sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mark actually tried to help my guy. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But
that's my mentor.
Yeah. My guy wanted to buy a plane. I connected with Mark. Mark was like, bro, I think you should get the jet car. He's like, no, I want the plane. He said, bro, I'm trying to tell you. But
the jet car.
That's a whole
it makes more sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax professional or none of that. But if you got to pay the IRS $250,000, $500,000 anyway, buy a jet card.
Yeah.
You're basing,
and you can double it up, content, move around, like put people on it. Like, it's a whole other conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Like the masterminds, like I love the clients who do the masterminds because I like how they utilize in the space. Like just they doing landing here, do a mastermind and
this you should place. Do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that right? You should do that. He ain't even peep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the masterminds like I love when I see my guys like you, Neo, Marcus Barney, Smitty, like everybody. I'm like, yo, y'all really doing what y'all supposed to do in the mastermind space. And y'all educating them on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying?
Last one we did, we went from Philly, New York, and then went to Brooklyn Chop House, and then
that was crazy.
Come back. That was a nice
game.
That
was crazy.
That was smooth, that was nice. Everything
crazy.
was on point. But I like that. But again, bro, thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, for sure. And I want, you know what I'm saying, before we tap out, I want to say congratulations on that Apple News joint.
Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I saw him like, my guy doing his thing.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just not trying to put things together. That's what we doing, putting things together.
Yeah, definitely doing this thing, man. I appreciate you. I love the space. I'm a fan of the podcast. So,
thank you.
Yeah, man.
And what number is this? 20 what? 23.
Jordan. Jordan Jordan episode.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all.